everyone, and if you're new, welcome. I'm Roseoatley, and today we're going to be making a delicious Mexican taco soup. So let's talk about it. That was cheesy. We'll start by cutting and chopping 1/4 of an onion. Cut about half a bush of cilantro. I'm also going to cut a couple slices of jalapenos, and if you don't like the hot spicy stuff, don't worry about it. It's going to be very mild. Unless you like spicy, you can add more. To a pot on medium-high heat, I'm going to start with 2 pounds of ground beef. I want to break it up and start browning. Now, adding oil is really not necessary. I'm using 93% lean beef, and I'm doing fine just without it. Now, if you feel your beef is a little too dry, you can go ahead and add a little bit of olive oil. While my meat is browning, I'm going to drain and rinse 1 can of black beans. This is to remove the starch and excess salt that can ruin the flavor of a recipe. I'm going to let these sit here for just a bit to finish draining. Our meat is looking pretty good. I just want to give it a quick mix and continue browning. In the meantime, I'm going to open a couple more cans that I'll be using. Make sure I have everything ready. I've got some red kidney beans. Now these I'm not going to drain. I'm going to go ahead and leave the juice in them. And then we're also going to be using some petite diced tomatoes. Our beef is looking great. If you end up with any fat juice at the bottom, to drain it, just put your lid slightly open and drain it in the sink. Once your beef is browned or close to brown, you can add your onions. All right, let's turn our temp down to a number 2 for just a bit. Now we're ready for our black beans to go in. We'll add our kidney beans. Now, if you have any other type of beans, pinto, northern, whatever kind of beans you have, go ahead and add them. They don't necessarily have to be the ones that I'm using today. Now, just don't add any refried beans, of course. I know what you're thinking, but remember, not everyone's a cook. I have a 16-ounce bag of sweet corn. We'll add the whole bag. Add the 2 slices of jalapeno. Now add your can of petite diced tomatoes. For our spices, we'll start with some kosher salt or any kind of salt you have, and this is to your taste, and some pepper to taste. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, which also equates to 1 clove of garlic. Then 1 packet of McCormick taco seasoning, very important here. 1 packet of ranch salad dressing and seasoning mix, which may sound really odd, but trust me with this one, it's going to add a delicious flavor to it. This is the real deal here, friends. I'm adding 4 cups of water, although at the end I did end up adding an additional half a cup to a cup of water. Now, you just have to kind of play things by ear. It just depends on how much you have in your soup. You'll know whether you need to add a little more water or not. Now, I have also made this soup with potatoes, cabbage, elbow pasta. If there's anything that you don't like in here, feel free to substitute it with something that you do like. This is what's so great about playing around in the kitchen. You can add anything that's to your taste, so play around with it. But of course, like this, it's super delicious. Moving on, we're going to add a little bit of cilantro. I would say probably about 3 tablespoons. And I love cilantro. That's what gives it that really nice Mexican flavor. I have my heat set at medium. I'm going to put the lid on it, and we are going to start cooking for a total of 20 minutes. But once it starts simmering, we got to come back and lower the temp to low. While we wait for it to simmer, let's prepare our toppings. I've got cilantro, and I'm also going to be using a Mexican cheese blend. Of course, this time I couldn't find the Mexican blend, so we're using cheddar jack, which is perfectly fine. And then we're also going to use some tortilla strips. I usually like buying the tricolor, but they didn't have it today as well. All right, it's only been 5 minutes and it's already simmering, so I'm going to lower my temp to low, and we're going to continue cooking at low heat uncovered. It's ready. Let's plate and add our toppings. I've got a nice bowl of soup here, and I'm going to start with my cheese topping, and we'll just kind of add this all around in the center. Then we'll go in with a little bit of cilantro in the center. I went ahead and cut up a little bit of avocado. Who doesn't love a good avocado, right? And I'm going to add a little bit in the center as well. And last but not least, our tortilla strips. Yum! All right, I kind of cheated already. I can't lie. I already tasted it, but let's give it another taste. This is so good, guys. I love it. I hope you enjoy it too. Please be sure to give this a like and don't forget to share with your friends. If you haven't already subscribed, please be sure to do so below or hit my little picture on the side. Also, don't forget to hit the little bell to get notified of all of my new videos. And please be sure to check out these links on the side. Share with your friends. Thanks for watching and your support.